In this session, we are going to deal how many parties should we have under the topic political parties. In the previous videos, we have seen about the meaning and the functions of the political parties and why do we need political party. In this particular session, we are going to deal how many parties should we have, or otherwise what are the different party systems. Before we enter into the concept, we should know, as a citizen of a democratic country, we should know who can form a political party. Who can form a political party? In any of the democratic country, any group of citizens is having the right, or he or she is having a freedom to form a political party. When any group of citizens is having the right to form a political party, in the formal sense, we can see that there are a large number of political parties in each democratic country. There may be a large number of political parties in each democratic country. For example, in India, there are around more than 750 political parties. So all these 750 political parties, they have been registered. They have been registered with the Election Commission of India. But even though they have been registered with the Election Commission of India, all the parties, they are not the serious contenders in the election. Only among 750 political parties, only few parties, they compete with each other with their policies and the programs. Already we have seen about the functions, how the political parties perform their function. Each political party, they frame their own policies and programs, and they persuade the people that their policies and programs are better than the other party. So in such way, only few political parties, they compete with each other and they win the majority number of seats in the election and they form the government. So in such cases, how many parties are effective parties for a democratic country? We can say that party systems, there are 3 party systems for a democratic country. There are 3 party systems for a democratic country. It is given as one party system, that is single party system. 2 party system may be called as a bi-party system and the multi-party system. 3 effective parties system are good for a democratic country, like one party system or a single party system, 2 party system or bi-party system and the multi-party system. Okay, what do you mean by one party system or a single system? In some countries, only one party is allowed to control and run the government. Only one party is allowed to control and run the government. So I think you know the example of China. So China is what type of country? It is a communist country. We say it is an independent, democratic, but what type of government is followed is that communist government. So there are several parties, 7 parties are allied with the Communist Party and there are other individual parties also. But what happened in China, the candidate who is contesting the election, they have to get a prior permission or the approval from the Chinese Communist Party. Only the 7 parties which have been allied with the Communist Party, they can contest in the election. None other party in China, they cannot contest in election and they can form a government. So it is one and only the Communist Party in China, they can form a government. Why is it so? The reason is that the electoral system of China, because of the electoral system of China. So even though the Chinese people, even though they have the legal authority to form the political party, they are not able to form a party. Even though they are formed, they are not allowed to contest in election. The reason behind is that the electoral system of China does not permit free competition of power. When there is no free competition of power in a democratic country, so we cannot say China is a democratic country. We cannot say China is a democratic country. Any democratic country must allow at least two parties. Any democratic country must allow, or they should have at least two political parties who has to contest in election. So as I told you, so in a democratic country, can we consider, for example, we have seen the example of China where the Communist Party take over the rule in China. So can we consider this one party system as a good option for the democratic nation? Obviously it is no. So the democratic country, they should have at least two political parties. So among the two political parties who contest in the election, the voters may choose their representatives of their own and form the government. When the representatives have been chosen by the people, so that type of country will be called as a democratic power. So this is what we say it as a one party system. So one party system is nothing but only one party is allowed to control and run the government. Example, we can say it as a Communist Party system of China, even though it has a number of political parties over there. The second type of party system is the two-party system or the bi-party system. So here when we speak about two-party system or the bi-party system, power usually changes between the two main parties. Even though several other parties they may exist in the country, even though they contest in election, and even though they win the few seats in the national legislatures, only the two main parties, they have a chance of winning the majority of seats to form the government. Only two major parties, they have a serious of chance of winning the majority number of seats to form the government. So that party system came to be called as what? The bi-party system or the two-party system. Example, United States of America and the United Kingdom. They have two major party system which they compete each other. And there is a lot of chance, even though there are other parties in United States of America and United Kingdom, these two party system, they have a serious chance of winning the majority number of seats. So example, what are the two party systems in United States of America and United Kingdom? It is the Conservative Party and the Labour Party. So this is what we say it as a two-party system. The third party system, what is the third party system? Is the multi-party system. So by the word multi-party itself, it is clearly understood that political parties, for the purpose of power, more than two political parties, they have a reasonable chance. Of coming to power either on their own strength or in alliance with others. When we speak about in alliance with others, they join with the other political party to get the strength or to get the majority number of seats. When one party join with the other political party and win the majority number of seats and form the government, that government came to be called as what? Coalition government. It came to be called as what type of government here? We used to say it as a coalition government. When one party joins with the other party to win the majority number of seats, and after winning the majority number of seats, when they form the government, that government came to be called as what? Coalition government. Such example, the government is formed by various parties coming together in coalition. So here in India, you can see this picture here. There are different political parties, that is regional parties are there as well as the national parties. They combine with each other or they alliance with each other to win the majority number of seats. So that is what we say it as a multi-party system. So the alliance can also be called as a front. Alliance can also be known as what front? It is coalition, nothing but coalition, alliance or front. When several parties in a multi-party system join hands for the purpose of contesting election and winning power, as I already told you the term coalition, so alliance or front also is applicable for the same concept. So alliance or friend or coalition is nothing but when several parties in a multi-party system, when they join hands for the purpose of contesting election and winning power, and they form a government, that power or that political party is called as an alliance or front. For example, in India, in the election in 2004 election here, it is clearly understood that three major alliances were there in the in 2004 parliamentary elections. One is NDA, that is National Democratic Alliance. NDA is what? National Democratic Alliance. The second one is what? UPA, that is United Progressive Alliance. UPA is what? United Progressive Alliance. And the third one is what? The Left Front. So major alliances in 2004 parliamentary election is that NDA, the National Democratic Alliance, UPA, the United Progressive Alliance, and the third one is the Left Front. So these are the three different party systems which the different countries of the world in which the different countries of the world exist. So they are the single party system or one party system, two party system or bi-party system, and the multi-party system. So single party or one party system, remember the example is the Communist Party of China. The multi-party bi-party system is, you remember that, United States of America and the United Kingdom, where we have Conservative Party and the Labour Party. Here in India, for example, multi-party system in India. So these are the different multi-purpose, different political party systems which exist in the different democratic countries of the world. Okay, so we have seen the three different political party system. So among the three different political party system, can you say which political party system? Can you say which political party system is best system? Is it possible for us to answer the question? Which party system is which party system is the bestest party system for the democratic country? So we cannot say, the question itself is not a proper question. So why is it so? Means party system is not something any country can choose. So it is not an easy task. It is not an easy task to form a party system. It takes a very long process. So the long process, it depends upon, to form a political party system, it takes a long time process depending upon the nature of the society. Depending upon what? The nature of the society, social division, regional division, the history of its politics, and the system of elections. To form a party system, it is not a very easy task for a country to form. And when it is so, can we say this party system is either a single party system or a bi-party system or a multi-party system is good for the country? It is not so. It involves a very long process depending upon the nature of the society, social division, regional division, history of politics, and the system of politics. So all these, whatever it is given here, it cannot be changed in an easy manner. So each country, when it forms a party system, it depends upon all these process here and depending upon the society, So for example, we know that India has a multi-party system. The reason, what is the reason about it? The reason behind it? It is because of the social and geographical diversity. Because of what? Social and geographical diversity. Apart from that, it is a very large country, and for this large country, it is not easily absorbed by 2 or even 3 parties. So what happened here? So it has to have more number of parties to judge the society. So no system. So because of all these reasons here, it is clearly understood that no system is ideal for all countries and all situations. No system is ideal for all countries and all situations. Have you understood this concept? Okay. So here, test yourself by reading this question. Who can form a political party? How many parties are registered? You can test yourself who can form a political party, how many parties are registered with the Election Commission of India. List and explain the different party system with example. What is an alliance or friend? Which party system is better for a country? Give arguments. In the next session, we will deal with National Party and the State Party.